गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमस्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ओम महागणाधिपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनाम वित्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावह तां महावह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं कामत्वं पुरुषानहम्। अश्वपूर्वां रथमध्यां हस्तिनादप्रबोधिनीं प्रियं देवीमुपह्वये श्रीर्मा देवीर्जुषताम्। तां सोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकारामार्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं। चन्द्रां प्रभासां यतसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदाराम् तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये लक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे। आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोत बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तु मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्य अलक्ष्मीः। उपैतु मां देवसखः कीर्तिश्चमनिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिवृद्धिं ददातु मे। सुत्तिपातामलां ज्येष्ठामलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वान् निर्नुद मे गृहात्। गन्धद्वारान् दुराधर्षान् नित्यपुष्टां करिषिणीम् ईश्वरीगुं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियम्। मनसः काममाकूतिं वाचः सत्यमसीमहि पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीत्रयसां यशः। कर्दमेन प्रजा भूतां मयि संभव कर्दम। प्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपत्सृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतवस मे गृहे। निच देवीं मातरग्रस्त्रियं वासय मे कुले। आर्द्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Maavaha. My humble and loving namaskaram to every one of you. My loving pranam to the lotus feet of my dearest Swami, with the sprinkle of his infinite grace that we are able to participate, both you and me. Bhagavan is guiding and attempting to understand the meaning of the Vedic mantram, which we call as Shri Suktham. And then eventually, with his grace, we will experience it. What the Rishis experience, we will also experience it with Bhagavan's grace. If I desire it, it will come to me. We came up to, out of the 15 mantras, we came up to this point, which is up to the 13th mantram, which is what we just finished. Adram Pushkarinim Pushtim Pinkalam Padgamalinim Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Maavaha. Up to that point we came. Now with Swami's grace, let us take up the remaining two mantras, 14 and 15. And then the Lakshmi Gayatri, very briefly, the meaning. And then the one Phalashruti Slokam. Okay? And this is normally what is done. There are other slokangal, other mantrangal that normally recited also as part of Sri Suktham recitation. But that, if you're all interested, we'll take it up later. But this is what Sri Suktham is about. There's 15 mantrangal and customary to recite the Lakshmi Gayatri at the end. And then there is also this Phalashruti, that one mantram that I will share with you, the meaning. And that is the objective for today. Not the objective, that's the plan for today. The objective is for both me and you to enjoy and experience Bhagavan. If I enjoy and experience it, it's guaranteed you also will do that. So the responsibility that Bhagavan has put on my shoulders, he will take care. Then let's move on. The next 14th slokam is Adram Yakkarinim Yashtem Suvarnam Hemamalinim Suryam Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Maavaha. Now, this mantram, which happens to be mantram 14 the way we are reciting it, in the Vaishnava tradition, this normally comes as 13th before the previous one, and there's an interchange of the two mantrangal, but the meaning is exactly the same. So, Adram Yakkarinim Yashtem. That first one. Suvarnam Hema Malinim Suryam Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Maavaha. The padangal. Again, you can see lots of repetitions here. Okay, so padangal is easier. Hey, Jataveda. Let's go according to the order in which it comes first. Adram Yaha Karini Yashtim Suvarnam Hema Malini Suryam Hiranmayim Lakshmi Jatavedaha Maavaha. Maavaha. Inidam Va. Okay, Maavaha. Come to me. Come to me. Okay, that we have seen many times before. Now, the order in which it would, to put it in today's way of understanding a sentence, right? In that order, Hey Jatavedaha, from is understood, you, because that's Sanskrit understood in the way the Sanskrit padangal are, even though in English we say you, but here it's understood from. So, Hey Jatavedaha, me Adram Yah Karinim Yashtim Suvarnam Hemamalinim Suryam Hiranmayim Lakshmi Avaha. So that's a sentence. Ye Jatavedaha me adram yah karini yashtim suvarnam hemamalini suryam hiranmayim lakshmi avaha. So those are the padangas in the way that we normally understand. Now, if you look at the padangal, you will see that they're all ending. You see lots of things that end in im, Lakshmi, right? Hiranmayim, okay, Suryam, like that it comes, isn't it? So that, as we all know, in English we have subject, object, and action. To put it in a simple way, subject, performance, action on the object. So as simple as that. To get a simple example, right? Here, the Lakshmi is the object, the adjective that describes to that Lakshmi, to that Lakshmi, to that Lakshmi. Okay? So these are all various adjectives that come. Everything relates to the object, which is Lakshmi Devi. This is my objective. My objective is Lakshmi Devi. Okay, that's why it appears like that. Just for a side information I'm giving, that probably you already know that. And in Dvitiya Vibhakti, it is called in Sanskrit grammar. I'm sure you all know that. So now let us move on to the meaning. Hey, Jatavedaha, as we saw earlier, hey, Bhagavane, Jatavedaha is the name for Agni. But the Agni is not separate from Bhagavan. Agni, we say that Purohitam, we say that those of you know. Right, I'm sure you know this. The very first mantra it is Bhagavan is the effulgence in the Agni. That is Jatavedaha. So Bhagavan himself, the Parabrahman, is being addressed. And Parabrahman is the repository of all the resources. All the resources we saw in Bhuma Devi last time, Bhu and Ma, right? Bhu Devi and Mahalakshmi. Both combined is three. Right? And it is not separate. But Bhagavan is the one shining as giving us all the resources and effulgently shining in all this in order to nourish us, take care of us, protect us, whether it is food or whether it is wealth or whether it is health or whatever it may be, or knowledge, doesn't matter. Right? Everything, the resources in the Prakriti, in the creation, that aspect. So, Prishate Lakshmi Chapatnyao, we covered that Purusha Sattva, right? That Bhagavan is Jatavedaha, Parabrahman, Agni, also denotes Agni Bhagavan. Okay, so I'm going to the Mooladharam itself, the Adi Purushan, the Adi Parabrahman, the Ekam Tat. Then say, Swami, please, let this Shri Devi, what is Shri Devi? Embodiment of all resources that include not only monetary wealth. Monetary wealth is secondary, a tertiary. Even with the last one, it really doesn't matter. Okay, what is important is character, right? Character itself is Shri Devi, right? The sacrificial attitude, the mindset to turn towards Bhagavan. Okay, this is Triyam Devi. We have covered that before. The reason I don't know why I'm repeating it, but it occurs to me to say all this because I'm sure Swami is guiding me. We also have lots of breaks in between, right? So we have to remind ourselves, Sri Devi and Sri Suktham is not only for getting monetary wealth and food and everything else. No, it is not that. It is to get the right mindset, a peaceful mind, a shantam, saukhyam, contentment. All these are included in this. So with that background, let's move on. See, Jatavedaha and Swami Bhagavane. Okay. So the way it sentence goes is the may, we saw may grihe, may in my house. You can limit it to my house if you want. I can limit it to my kulam, as we saw in previous mantrangal. Okay, and if I want to limit it, but if you, the way that if I want to relate to Bhagavan, I should not limit to only myself and what I think belongs to me. No, It is my life. My being here, the fact my birth has been given, life has been given for what? To serve the society, all the Janangal, the whole Samukam, the Vasudevakam Kutumbam, right? That all that feeling, that Kutumbam is what he's talking about. The Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu, all beings, all worlds. So when you say Me Gruhe, we have covered earlier, in my house, in my family, that everybody, the whole world, all the world, all universes, they're all my family. I am part of it. All of them. So me, in me, to me, that means to my family, okay, to all the beings in all the world. Okay? Because that is what really mine is. I should never separate myself from other family. This is the teaching in the Vedas, the complete expansion of considering the whole Prakriti as my family. So, may Lakshmi Avaha. See, Avaha, please call Lakshmi. Because Lakshmi, we saw is what? Lakshanam. We saw Lakshmi, Lakshmanaha, we saw very beautifully in the beginning, the way it has been explained to us by our elders. Okay, why is he called Lakshmana, Rama's brother Lakshmana? That is Lakshmi Sampannaha. That means the Kainkaryam, the wealth of Kainkaryam, the wealth of service, the seva, to do seva, that itself is the greatest blessing. So that kind of a mindset, Avaha, Swami, Lakshmi Avaha, please bless me with that. Yes, I have to do service. I have to be selfless. Please bless me with that. That is what he's talking about. And not only me as speaking this body and all that, I want everybody to be Saukhyam and Santam and peaceful and security and well-being taken care of. That can happen only when everybody develops contentment, which is the greatest wealth. Greatest wealth we can have in Prakriti is contentment. And along with that contentment comes sacrifice, yajna. So everybody be happy like that. So may Lakshmi Avaha. Now, that is the subject and verb and very simple sentence. Now, look at the adjectives. Some of them we have covered before. We say ardram. Ardram. We say ardram means to be soaked in, okay, to be bathed in, nanaying the turumeni. What is she soaked in? What is this? Nothing but selfless love, compassion, prema. Okay, prema eva is what Upanishad says. The Bhagavan form when Rishi experiences it, they try to explain it in so many ways. Anando, Brahman is way what Rishi says. Brahman is nothing but Anandam. But another Rishi says, Prema eva, it says, only love, only because where there is love, there is bliss. Right? That the only Prema gives Anandam. So, Bhagavan, they experience so many ways. So, yes, Adram, that is what Bhagavan is. The ocean of Adram means nothing but the ocean of passion, ocean of love, ocean of prema. Nothing but that. So that Adram, that is the embodiment. What is the body of Bhagavan? Okay, what is my swabhavam? What is my swarupam? Says Swami. What is my swarupam? Prema. Prema is the rupam of Bhagavan. That is what truly embodiment of love, prema. That is what Ardram, one who is like that. Okay. Then Yakkarinim. Now, this Yakkarinim is very important. Yakkarinim is, they say, grammatically they explain it. Okay. As another one is that the embodiment of love and Bhagavan we say is Karuna Swarupam, Karuna Sagara, the ocean of love and all that. What we are also beseeching, praying to have that love be conferred on us, isn't it? That's what we pray for. So even in Srimad Bhagavatam, even the Devas, human beings, the Devas and the Pitrukal, everybody were waiting to receive a glance from this Bhagavan, from this Lakshmi Devi, who is nothing but an embodiment of love. So that is also included in the word ardram, okay? Now, yak karini, yaha karini, and that is grammatically, it is understood as yashti karini, okay? Yaha karini, in the Vedic things, that shti, that is being deleted there. So yashti karini, so which simply means, yakarini, she has a scepter, like scepter means a symbol, right? Now that she carries in her hand, that is the dharmic, that symbol we call it, right? In the things and all carry. Whilst an embodiment of love, as Bhagavan himself says, my love is available to everyone. Okay, but for that to be accessible, for me to have the vision and darshan of Sri Devi, I have to do something, which is, could pray sincerely, very important. But if I conduct myself in a dharmic manner, which is according to the Sengol, the dharmic, the scepter that she has, Yak Karini, Sri Devi, who's carrying the scepter of dharma, scepter of love, broadcasting it. This is what I should do in my life. Yak Karini, who's carrying that. And Yashtim, Yakarini, Yashtim. Yashtim itself meaning exactly the same, the personification of justice and authority. We all know Bhagavan is impartial. The divine design is always just and fair, absolutely impartial. And we also know that he is the master, Bhagavan is the master, Sri Devi is the master. We all know that. But we pray to her. So that Yashtim denotes that the one who is the master, the controller, and also one who metes out justice fairly. That is why all the resources are not present in everybody to the same level. According to whatever I deserve, that Bhagavan gives, at what time, in what manner, that is being meted out. That is the justice. That is Yakarini Yashtem. Okay. Then Yakarini Yashtem. And the next one is, next word is Yakarini Yashtem. Then Suvarna. See, we covered this last time also. And the Hiranyam and Suvarnam, there are two padangal in Sanskritam. And in colloquial terms, we all know, we go to buy gold, there is a pure gold, we call it 24 karat. And one is called 21 karat, like which is, so basically the 21 karat has got some impurities in it, right? And to put it in a simple manner, that is Hiranyam, because creation itself is asat. So that impurity of separation is there, Maya is there. But the purity, the 24 karat gold is kind, that purity is denoted by the word Suvarnam, even though that is also gold. Suvarnam means one who is shining in golden effulgence. What kind of golden effulgence? It is pure effulgence. That actually shines the effulgence in all the effulgences that we see. Okay, so that is Suvarnam. Then next person is Hema Malini. One who is wearing, Hema means gold. And Hema Malini who is wearing the garland of golden necklaces and ornaments and all that. That's the way we picture Lakshmi Devi. We never, all the pictures, this whatever form we give her is what she done, what Bhagavan done. So she's so beautiful that way. Then Surya means effulgent like the Suryan, like the sun. We have covered this before again, because Bhagavan is the another one is Surya is the effulgent everywhere in the world, or consciousness itself is effulgent. We saw that earlier, right? But the effulgence in the effulgence of the sun is Bhagavan. That is the Savitur Devata that the Gayatri Mantram we recite. Okay, and the one who is in the effulgence of the sun, that is Surya. That's Bhagavan. Hiranmayi, we covered this. Lakshmi, we covered this. So this Yakarini Adram, adjective Adram, Yakarini, Yashtim, Suvarnam, Hemamalinim, Suryam, Hiranmayi, Lakshmi, Me Avaha. It's Atavedaha, Me Avaha. Please, let come, let Lakshmi come to me, come to me. That means let my mindset expand, heart expand. Lakshmi Devi is already there. Okay, so I need to turn my vision to this lady. That is what me Avaha means. It is Bhagavan telling me, you look to me, I look to you. Bhagavan is always looking at us. But I need to turn my mind to Bhagavan. Turn the mind to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. That is what me Avaha means. Next sloka. Tam Avaha Jata Vedo Lakshmi Manapagamini Yasyam Hiranyam Prabhutam Gavo Dasyosvan Vindeyam Purushanaham. Again, the repetition of the very second mantra that we have covered right in the beginning. The Rishi summarizes, okay, very powerfully, so I don't forget what on earth that it is, what this prayer is, okay, how powerful it is. The padangal are very simple. Jatavedaha, Me, Tam, Anapagamini, Lakshmi, Anapagamini, inseparable. That is what? Inseparable. That is what Anapagamini means. Lakshmi, Avaha, Yasyam, Hiranyam, Prabhutam, Kavaha, Dasyaha, Asvane, Purushane, Ayam, Bindeyam. Those are the padangal in a sentence order. Now, meaning quickly, Hey Jatavedaha, Bhagavan, Agnideva, whomever we worship in Agnideva, may, to me again, Tam, okay, this Tam refers to whom I have been praying to, Tam, Anda Lakshmi, that Lakshmi, that person, Tam, okay, Tam, and Anapagamini, which is, see, inseparable. Anapagamini also means does not depart, comes and stays forever, eternally. Because I saw that earlier, the Lakshmi Devi, the wealth, for example, or health, for example, or knowledge, whatever it may be, it's also fickle. It doesn't stay with me permanently. As I grow old, I forget things, right? And wealth, you all know, money comes and goes. Health also comes and then health also goes. Nothing is permanent in this world. Everything is impermanent. But no, Lakshmi Devi is Anapagamini. She is eternal, permanent. She should not leave. She come and stay forever. That's the meaning. Anapagamini. That again goes to my mind being turning to Bhagavan. It should not be temporary. It should be permanent. Please bless me. Anapagamini. Okay, Lakshmi, we covered that. Avaha, Yasyam. Okay, see, Swami, yes, Paramatma, Parampurusha, this Lakshmi Devi, the embodiment of all this love and resources and everything else, be with me permanently in my mindset. Through her, Yasyam, because once my mind turns towards Bhagavan, which is what I'm praying here actually, because I'm looking for something eternal. Once Yasyam, with that, through that mindset, through that approach in my life, what happened? Hiranyam, Prabhuta means plenty. Plenty of Hiranyam, gold, Gavaha, cows, Dasyaha and Purushan means various attendants, okay, Asvana, horses, etc. All these, will let them come to me. Now, this is talking about, remember, both kinds of things are needed in life. Bhagavan Swami has given me everything. I should also use the Laukika resources to live. We all want comfortable life, but the mind should be placed with Bhagavan. So both prayers are included here. Let all the resources come to me in the world. But you know what? I'm also not attached to them because I want really attachment to you. That also may have. This is very beautiful. And this is so true in life. This is so true in life because you saw how Lakshmi Devi comes and surrenders to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana in the story you all know. And why it happens is Lakshmi Devi takes permanent residence where there is detachment, there is vairagyam. That's where Lakshmi Devi is present. So these both are being prayed to here. And very quickly, and I know maybe time is up. So the one thing is, let me take the Lakshmi Gayatri sloka. That's important and can conclude with that because it's very simple to understand. And I may be running out of time, I'm not sure, but there's some kind of a interruption here at my end on the screen. So the Om Mahadevyai Cha Vidmahe Vishnupatnyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Very simply, as you all know on these 5 mantras, there is a Upasana section, a prayer, a worship section. Then there is a dhyana section, which is I'm doing meditation, I'm thinking of you in my mind. And in the prayer section, what we ask for, which is please grant me this. Those are the 3 sections in the Gayatri. Om is Pranava Mantram. I'm definitely not qualified to talk about it except to recite it. Okay, so let us pray. Om is Bhagavan Swarupam himself, as we saw in the first opening prayer by late Srimati Subbalakshmi, right? It's so beautiful it is. Dakshinamurti prayer, he said that, okay? And so very first thing, Om. Then Mahadevyahi cha Vidmahe, and that Mahadevi, who is also the Vishnupati. Okay, she is the worship form, Sriman Narayana Patni. Okay, and Vishnupatni cha. This includes both in the Prakriti, which has resources, and also humility. Vinayam, both are there. Everything within limit in Prakriti. Okay, that is Lakshmi, Vishnupatni cha Dhimahi. Okay, so Om Mahadevya cha Vidmahe, I forgot that. Vidmahe is the worship part. I worship you, Mahadevi. Who's the Vishnupatni cha Dhimahi? I meditate on you. Dhyanam panikire. Tat naha Lakshmi prachodayat. So that Lakshmi Devi, who is Mahadevi and Vishnupati, all this Lakshmi Devi that I've been praying to in the Suktham, that Lakshmi Devi, naha, our, not ennudaya, it is plural. This is the prayer for the every being. Nammudiya, not ennudaya in Tamil. It is our Tatu, this is what I want to do. Tatu here, the mindset, the buddhi has to be strong. The mind must be turned towards you. That requires a shakti and a power. Tatu means that power. And the shaktiyai, and the arivai, naha prachodayat. Please grant us that wisdom, that buddhi, okay, to all of us, that we should turn our mind to you. That and the arivai, okay, that is very, very briefly, that's what that thing is. So 6 minutes over. What if I may suggest, since I know it's very early there in India and you have other things to do. See, there is a challenge in.
The total 45 minutes allocated on this.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good. Okay, then they can take one quick Palasruti also. That these are the 15 mantrangal, and then by the Mahalakshmi Gayatri, that very briefly. Okay. Now, one Palasruti that you may be quite interested in, I'm sure, is, even though it's not really part of the Sri Suktham, but it is recited as part of the latter part. Okay. Yat tuchip prayato bhutva juhuyada jamanvaham priya panchadasat chancha srikamak satatam japet. Now, unfortunately, you don't have the it's on the slide, not on the slide. So, the meaning only I'll share with you without the further sentence. But basically what it says is that he who desires, not just desires, yearns. Just a desire alone is not enough. It should turn into a yearning. And the yearning should become very, very, very powerful, very, very, very strong. See, one is the, in Tamil we say, asai, arvam, avesam. The desire must light up, become a huge, first into a flame. The flame must turn into a huge raging fire. That's how much the yearning should be. That destroys the whole forest of ignorance. That avesam, that type of yearning, one who has that, and what do I have that yearning for? For the riches and the grace of Lakshmi Devi, Sri Devi. And what are the riches of Sri Devi? Seva, service, selflessness, vinayam, humility. Have you ever seen Lakshmi Devi, Sri Devi being proud? It's always the reason that she's been given the seat in Bhagavan's Vakshasthalam is because that's the seat of love. Complete vinayam, compassion. Okay, that is what riches actually mean. So one who yearns for the riches and the grace of Mahalakshmi, what should we do? Good. First of all, have a clean body, which is take a proper snanam and all that. Then with a devoted mind, this is where the problem is. The devoted mind, the mind goes all over the place. That is why we recite the Mahalakshmi, the Lakshmi Gayatri. Om Mahadevya Vidmahe, Krishna Dhimahi, Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. We are praying for that devoted mind. Okay, so once we develop that, then with leading a life of sacrifice. The key here, actually, the pada meaning means performing yagam and offering ghee. Ajyam means name, ghee. That's what we are offering in the fire. But in life, what is the ghee of what is the fire I'm offering to? I'm offering the fire is fire of yajna, which is sacrifice. All the things I do, Swami, with devoted mind, is to arpanam to you, to sacrifice to you. That is what I'm praying for. One who develops all this and yearning for the riches and the grace of Mahalakshmi, which is nothing but finding a place and going and residing in Bhagavan's Vakshasthalam permanently. That is what I'm praying for. So, Paramatma or lotus feet, whatever you want, to be there permanently, so there is no separation from Bhagavan. That to attain that, first thing is clean body. Next is the clean mind, a pure mind. Okay. Then the life of full of sacrifice, yajnam. And with that mindset, with that practice, whether I've attained it or not doesn't matter. But with quality, armed with these objectives, I recite these 15 verses of Sri Suktham, okay, and I'm reciting them constantly, I will attain the riches and the grace of Mahalakshmi. That is what very briefly the meaning of this particular Phalasruti is. And actually, that Phalasruti is not that important. What is important is we leave the phalam, the fruit, the reward, the grace to Bhagavan. That is not my job, that is Bhagavan's job. My job is to pray to him sincerely with devotion and bhakti and lead a life of seva. And to have that mindset, that is the whole meaning of this, or the 15 mantras. Now, because we've been holding, these sessions, once a week and taking 2 or 3 mantras every session, with lots of discontinuity. So, if it's agreeable to you, I suggest we do one more session next week, and for the whole Sri Suktham, all the 15 mantras, but the meaning again cover the meaning, but not by word, but by the gist of what all the 15 mantras say in a continuous manner, so we can enjoy what the Rishis experience is. I hope that's okay with you. We'll have one more session. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Namaskaram. Are you all happy? Any questions, comments? Please share. And any way I can serve you better, please tell me. I'm always open to it.
Swami, namaskaram. In this, just we have Swami with God's grace, as you every time you see, with your great commitment and dedication. This great knowledge is important and shared, of course, again, as you insist. Thank you very much for God's grace for everything. Shai Ram, Shai Ram.
Sai Ram, sir. Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Sai Ram.
Mr. Krishnaswamy, this is Janaki. I have a quick question. You mentioned in the slokam that Sri Lakshmi Devi is carrying a scepter in one of her arms, but most of the pictures are depicting her with lotuses only. So I was just curious. Why.
Now this is how very good question. What we see in the Vedic mantram, the Rishi, the darshan that she has given him is with the scepter. Now, the way we are painting and all that, that is also okay. That is what we see. But this is the darshan for the Rishi. That's what he's describing.
Okay, thank you.
And that scepter is also, that is yashtim and yakarinim. That's very important. So that is the scepter of justice, the fairness, dharma, all those things we talked about.
Okay. Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Anybody else? Then Ramesh, shall we close for today then?
Sir, how are you?
Namaskaram. Shai Ram.
Namaskaram.
Sai Ram.